What's up? Coming out here today talking about June 10th, the Freedom Day. 165 years ago, slaves were emancipated in America. And this goes for all black Americans, all African Americans through this country, through this place. No matter what your political beliefs are, no matter who you associate with, what you do, how you feel about stuff. It's a very important day because it makes the time that slavery was acknowledged, officially abolished 163 years ago. And it's very important that that's taught. It's not necessarily put out in schools and whatnot, but there are places like Texas that acknowledges it for this particular date. And so it's like one of those situations where, you're like sitting and thinking about, wow, it wasn't that long ago. And we still have institutionalized racism. We still have, a very hateful country, hateful situation out of D.C., a lot of racist garbage that goes on. Still dealing with segregation, still dealing with separate and unequal in pay, loans, etc., etc. However, ancestors, directly related, not directly related, gave their blood, their soul, and sacrificed so much for a better day that I could stand here and that other African Americans all over could stand and exemplify in so many parts and places. So, it's very important that, it gets mentioned, and so many people pay through blood, sweat, tears, pain, on so many levels. It's one of those kind of moments that it really hits the soul, because you can sit up there and think, well, 163 years ago, that's not super long. And when you consider the reminders with these racist Confederate flags, the Jim Crowism, all the things that are used as political tools to stunt African American psychology growth, and be it education, be it medicine, it's a very powerful situation. So it's a lot to still digest and to reflect upon. So I wanted to thank all of the forebears who, it's like all was united in family. And like I said before, this ain't about, because everybody think what your preferences, religion and otherwise. But, this is a very powerful day. Being an African in America, being African American in America, with what's happening, and just reflecting on what it means, and the uplift through all the negativity, through every type of ism you can think of, and everything that has been done to keep the black race down in America. This is a very powerful day. So I wanted to take the time to acknowledge that and send some love and some peace and some soul out there, because it's very much needed to be stated that we're a strong race of people, strong people, and I've endured a lot and still find a way to make it despite the odds being stacked. Because again, when you deal with an oppressive nation and an oppressive country and an oppressive mindset, and to still thrive, to enlighten yourself, to educate yourself, still have spirituality through the turbulence, when everything seems to be cast against you, it says a lot about character. It says a lot about making things, happen. So it's a very important day, and it's a very uplifting day. So till next time, peace.